Anthony on Air podcast. Welcome in for another episode. On this program, Amber Heard's bloody lip photo leaked. Is it real? What Johnny Depp's people are saying, what Amber Heard's people are saying. And of course, we want to know what you're saying. Leave us a comment. Congress fails to pass the Women's Health Protection Act. Andy Dick gets arrested on a live stream. More Fred Savage fallout. Madonna is releasing her own porn NFTs.
Oh boy.
Non-fungible tokens, more like tokens, if you know what I mean.
I think she's still.
Got it?
No, I mean,
remember that?
That was a rough video. That was
rough.
It's a bad angle.
That's what it's gonna look like when you're up close with her. Just saying.
All right.
The 9/11 baby that freaked me out. A Brooklyn teacher is an absolute saint. Ariana Grande's Seinfeldian wedding outfit.
Is it a puffy shirt?
It's a good one, though. A passenger lands a plane after a pilot emergency. Britney releases some more nudie pics. And a judge nixes a January 6th plea deal. Wait till you hear about this idiot. We've got all that and more. We've got Frankie C back. We have got to get the show started. Good to have you back, big man. How you doing?
Good to be back. I'm good. I'm fired up. Let's rock and roll.
All right, awesome. We had a whole bunch of people become members in the last couple of days, so let's keep that going. Of course, the AOA membership area you can join now. Link in the description below. You get some exclusive content. You get bonus shows, which we got to figure out May's show pretty soon. The May bonus show. We got to talk about that.
We got what? So wait, we're doing a bonus show once a month. Is that the deal?
Yeah, about once a month. Plus other exclusive content, videos, photos, and things that not everybody gets to see that we only put through the members only area. Members polls, discounted merch items, all that kind of stuff. Join now. Don't miss it. You're gonna love it. We've had a lot of people join, and we've got more trickling in every single day. So make sure you guys join up for more exclusive content. More Anthony, Frank, and J Sabs.
As if I don't know if you could handle more of us.
Yeah, I don't know. I certainly can't. Amber Heard's bloody lip picture. After an alleged attack, Johnny Depp's team says the photo is a fraud. TMZ has the picture. I will put the link in the live chat right now for everybody so that they can see. I want to get everybody's thoughts on this. What do you think, Frank? You saw the picture. Actually, you're the one who found the story.
I did see the picture. The picture looks like, it looks kind of real, but the question is, there was something fishy about it, though, right? It was like a weird thing that there was something that didn't add up about it. Was it just the look of it?
Well, here's what happened. So Amber Heard's team, they claim that Johnny Depp after an alleged attack left her with a bloody lip.
Right.
In the bloody lip photo, as everybody can see now, she's holding up a Post-it note that says, "I shall return XXX."
Right. She claims that that's what Johnny Depp wrote.
Oh, that's what Johnny Depp wrote. Right. Yes.
Yeah, that was a note from him.
Correct. They tried to submit the photo, but they didn't get it in time for the trial. Right. It was denied. So nobody had ever seen it, but TMZ wound up with it. And Johnny Depp's press team is saying that the timeline of the photo doesn't line up.
Right.
Yeah. Heard claimed in her testimony Johnny struck her in the mouth during an argument, saying, I was in one of these fights. I believe it's this one in his downtown ECB, we call it, loft. And we're in the kitchen and living room area, and he backhands me. And it was he wears a lot of rings. I remember kind of just feeling like my lip went into my teeth and it got a little blood on the wall. Just that simple. A little bit of blood on the wall.
Yeah, they're saying the Amber Heard's legal team, they wanted to show the jury, but they objected because it was never submitted during it's called disclosure, you dickhead.
It is called disclosure, you dickhead. Yes.
So it was never introduced as evidence.
Dickhead.
Yeah, dickhead. So it doesn't work, because also here's the other part of it. In the article by TMZ, It says a source close to Amber says she messed up her dates in the UK case. It's a different, what's it called? A defamation case.
Yep.
And once she got her therapist records, it showed the alleged abuse from Johnny stemmed back to early 2012, which doesn't make any sense because she said it was from 2013.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So it's just a weird timeline for it. It wasn't submitted. There's just a lot of things weird about this alleged incident.
But his PR is saying that the photo is a fraud.
Right.
The photo itself is fake.
Yeah.
I mean,
though they have like experts that could like look at that and analyze it and see if it was photo. I don't know how they do it, but
well, what's fake about it? That her lip is not really busted up, or what?
I don't know if it's that they photoshopped her lip. I don't know if it's that she cut her lip on something and then said it was from this fight, or I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I mean, I'm looking. It looks, decent. Like it doesn't look like it's faked too much. I don't know, but it's very. It's a little weird. The timing of it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't look like it's a fake photo. I mean, but then again, what they can do with Photoshop, who the hell knows?
That's true. I saw Janine fucking an Easter bunny, and
which I still didn't see.
Oh, you haven't seen those photos?
You lived it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny or confirm the photo until I've seen it.
Okay. Well, the members have seen it because it's in the members only area.
What?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Allegedly. I don't know. I don't know who goes into that area. I don't control that shit.
Right. I'll say thank you to everyone saying welcome back. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Don't welcome him back. He should have been here Monday.
It's nice. I should have been here. You're right.
Orange Sunshine saying herpes. You think it's the herp? You think she just had
it just looks like a cut. I mean, I don't know.
Frank, you can't use that word on the show.
Cut? Oh.
No, he said cut, not
cut.
Oh.
C-U-T.
There wasn't an
See you
N.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
See you this Tuesday, not next Tuesday.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
And just because I haven't experienced it, I haven't done this, but I think it's kind of strange or maybe kind of weird that she would take pictures of herself saying, her alleged abuse pictures and not do anything with them.
Well, this is what she's doing with it. I mean, I guess in the moment, you figure, like, in case one day I need it, you take the picture and it goes away. You forget about it.
Well, can I say something? I'm half with you. I don't think it's weird that she took the photo because they were recording themselves and they were doing all this kind of shit.
Well, that too, though.
But I do think it's weird. Like, if you have this picture, how do you not submit it in time? That's what's weird to me. Yeah.
How did it not come up? Where all of a sudden, did they forget about it? Or maybe she dug it up somehow? How does TMZ have it?
Oh, that's an easy answer.
Oh, all right.
She gave it to them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, if I can't submit it in the trial, I'll just let it loose in the world. Yeah.
100%.
So I don't know if I think it's weird. I don't know if I would do it or not. I don't know if I would take the picture. I do have a friend who was physically abused. And by friend, I don't mean husband.
I was just going to ask that. Man, you're getting good.
And
you're getting me down pat, Janine.
She never took a picture. First off, she said she wasn't even she wasn't even thinking about that.
Well, everybody's experience is different, and I'm sure Amber Heard's motives might be a little, who knows? So she could have been preparing for this day, in her day in court, for a while.
I don't know if honestly, I don't know if she ever meant to do anything with it because she did it to herself, but that's a whole nother story. I don't think the only reason that she ever is in court because of him. It's not that she ever did and sued him for anything. Although I don't know if you can actually sue someone for that.
What did you have to press charge. What did your friend do? Like, what was the difference? What did she do?
She never reported it.
Ever?
Nope. Are they still together? If you don't mind us asking.
They are getting divorced.
All right. Well, at least she's getting out of it.
But
Scumbag.
I don't know. I really don't know. And you know me, I take pictures of everything and everyone, so no one is safe.
Not even the Easter Bunny.
I don't know. I just think that she is just
She's not pressing charges against her scumbag husband, soon to be ex-husband.
no.
But you're saying it's weird to get like hit and then be like, okay, let me hold up this thing and take a full photo.
Well,
Yes.
if that
because-
happened, it's not like she got hit and then went, oh, I got to take a picture. It looks like this was sometime later, after Johnny had left, after a little while.
Although this just came to mind. There was someone who I worked with who was being who was being abused. And I wanted to take a picture of her because I honestly thought that she was going to end up dead one day. And I was like, we should have evidence of this. Like, it was that bad.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
Thankfully, she's not dead.
That's good.
She finally got away from the guy. Finally.
Excellent.
But more than once, she came to work with bruises on her face.
Boy, that's rough. How do you?
That is rough.
Yeah,
it's a very, very rough situation. Honestly, this is serious right now. This is serious, J Saps.
About
I'm
time.
shocked. I don't know how to act.
How about this? One day she called out of work, and me and another girl in the office went to go to her apartment to see if like her car was there and if his car was there to make sure like she wasn't dead. Like no, that's how bad it got.
Well, but she called in. Oh, you mean like maybe he forced her to call in sick?
Exactly. Yep. So.
How did that go when you got there?
Oh, we never went in. We just stalked the house. We just went around the house, like around the block a few times, maybe like 15 times. So.
Okay.
Did you
find
actually
anything out?
Did you do any work at this job, or
Nope.
was it okay? Got it.
Yeah, the stories that you have are never about this job.
Listen,
I was doing this job and this got me. It's not. It's always we were doing something else,
What else did I
unrelated
do?
to the job.
Listen, I'm looking to save someone's life here. What
That's
else?
True. Well, that's
true.
I'm just saying these stories never start with we just finished 3 hours worth of work and then
right.
And that PowerPoint that I presented.
Right.
So what'd you find out when you'd circled the block 15 times?
Well, actually, that time she said he moved out, and when his car was in the driveway, we were like, yeah, he didn't move out. So we wanted to know if he moved out. That's what we went there for. But also we were a little scared because she called out and we were like, did they have another fight? Like, is she actually broke his finger.
And she never took photos, this woman. Never
Nope.
took like a picture. Because here's what I'm just thinking as you're telling this story, I'm looking at the Amber Heard picture and I'm thinking if she was talking to somebody and wanted to, like, because how many times are you talking to someone and you just snap a picture of something in the store or whatever and you just show it to them? Like, I do that like 1,000 times a week. Maybe that was this. Maybe that's why she has this picture because she sent it to somebody.
That's true.
Yep.
It could be anything. We don't know. I mean, this could have been taken the next day, hours later. We don't know the story behind the picture for the most part.
Right.
And Esmeralda has a good point here. Recently, TMZ said that the photo was actually taken in 2012, according to the metadata of the photo.
Good old metadata.
That metadata is intense. There's a lot of shit in there.
That is something.
Yeah, like I recently took a picture of something and then I was looking in the data of it and it was able to pinpoint the speed, because on a camera you could change like the f-stop, like how fast the shutter opens and closes. It had that on the thing. I was like, I didn't even know it took this information. It's kind of crazy.
It all, baby.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So if who the hell knows if she's making? I'm sure everybody seems to be leaning towards she's making all this up, and it's very possible.
Again, go ahead.
Go ahead. Here's the problem, because for the women who actually do get abused, this is bad for them, because not a lot of people will believe him now. I'm not just saying.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive and touchy subject, and there are women out there who make it up, obviously, like her.
Sure.
If she loses this thing, which it looks like it is, it's going to set women back a little bit, because this is the most popular domestic violence case we got going right now.
Right. And men too, who are claimed to be abused but really aren't.
That reminds me, have you texted her husband, Frank? Because I think it's your week.
I haven't heard from him.
Well,
I think since Easter.
We can't give you any assignments. You really dropping the fucking ball.
Did you send it to my correct email? Because I don't check all my emails. I don't know what to tell you.
I agree, Gene. It's bad if it doesn't go. And here's the other thing too, because she really like. I saw a clip the other day where it was like they had to or the judge was talking to the jury, and they were like, well, John, they have to prove that she was the author of the article. And like 3 seconds into her testimony, they were like, why are you here? And she's like, because my husband is suing me. And like, why is your husband suing you? And he's like, because for an op-ed I wrote, she said. So it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, she can't keep her shit together. But as I said before, as I've said in the past, there is no way Johnny Depp can be undefeated. There is no way this could be 100-0. I'm sorry. Even if she pushed him and she's a liar and she's manipulative and she was abusive in her own right, maybe not physically, or well, we do know physically, but also verbally, mentally, there's no way a cocaine addict
was a perfect gentleman.
Like him was a perfect gentleman 100% of the time. I just cannot.
Don't you talk about my Johnny like that.
I know.
Maybe he did so much. I don't know. Maybe he did a lot. I mean, because all the pictures, most of the pictures that she's got are him passed out. So maybe he did enough coke to just pass himself out, and that was that. But who the hell knows? I mean, he could have been a giant, lunatic on coke, and we don't know. She's got to prove it. It's hard to prove.
It's hard to prove, but here's the thing too. He has a lot of money, Johnny Depp, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was just about him not making his money for Pirates of the Caribbean, that's not it. I'm sorry. I think that he really did not. If he did some of it to her, but it wasn't all of it. I don't believe it. So I get him. He wants to clear his name.
I'm with you on that too. It's not about the 20 million or whatever it was.
It's not.
It's about that reputation, having that reputation.
Yeah, because if he comes out of this a winner, then everything's great. He'll get movie. His movie career continues.
Right.
If he goes, if he was found guilty of domestic abuse and all this stuff, it's no one's gonna hire him.
Yeah.
What are the odds that he comes out of this?
Wait, I like this. Somebody wrote, get abused, also domestic violence. Also, they have some evil women out there. These men don't hit back, which is true. There are a lot of women who hit men out there.
I am sure. That is.
I don't know any, but
it's funny that you say that, because
I don't think I've ever really actually hit my husband.
A friend of mine who I work with mentally abuses her husband about, bad things, not even bad things, but things that he did like 25 years ago.
Oh.
Hey, what? Oh, do you know what happened last week?
Does that sound familiar, J. Saps?
Like, I know somebody who I currently work with who is still mad at her husband for looking at some girl's ass when he was 16.
I had a dream last week.
How long did you make him pay for that for? Because I've been in those shoes.
Where I woke up,
cheat on me in my dream? It's like...
that's exactly what happened, and it was with an older woman.
Hot.
And what happened was, the woman texted me, and she was like, "Why don't you let me just hang out with your husband once? Why can't we just talk over text?" And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I went nuts in the dream. And I said to him, this is what happens when you're nice to older women. That's exactly what I said. And I got so mad at him when I woke up.
This woman was texting you?
Yeah, because she wanted my permission. Because I guess he said I can't.
Sounds like a nice lady, doesn't it, Frank? I was
was
just going to say that. Classic.
That was very courteous. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Some
She
people
could have
just
went behind your back.
some people sleep with people's husbands, and some people go, "Hey, do you mind if I sleep with your husband?" That's nice.
That's
I got so
courteous.
mad.
You could have said, you say, no, that's a problem for me. And then she goes, all right, just thought I'd ask.
Wait, but how did you know that he cheated on you? He said it in the dream or no?
Because he was texting with her. Sorry.
That was it.
He was sexting with her.
Oh my
don't
God,
know.
get a stand for that.
You don't know if they actually had sex in the dream. They were texting, and that's enough.
I'm assuming. Yep.
There was obviously a relationship. And you know how you just know things in your
Yeah.
dream, like you know something happened in the dream world that you didn't witness, but it just it's there. That's probably what that was.
So of course later on I'm like, Dick, what'd you do? Why'd you do that for?
Was this someone you know? The woman?
No, I think it was someone from work.
Aha.
I got that feeling. See, Frank, I got that feeling.
Yeah, but it's a dream feeling.
Was it Kimberly or Jessica?
Who?
Every bad day I've ever had started with, I dreamt that you cheated on me last night. That's
Every one of them.
every bad day I've ever had.
You had a lot of bad days.
That's the worst day, and I'm counting that time that my cousin was killed by the drunk driver right in front of my eyes. That included the worst days of my life where I dreamt that you cheated on me last night. I was like, oh
Yikes.
God, I'm not gonna get through this.
That's that took a turn.
Well, then I say I wish that drunk driver would have taken me and not my cousin.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, you don't have that, Frank? You don't have your wife putting you in the old penalty box for something you did in a dream for a day or 3 weeks, as it is in my case?
No, that's ridiculous. It's 3 weeks. No, it's like, we'll talk about stuff like that happened in her dreams, but it's not like she holds me responsible for it. See, she understands that it's a dream.
Oh, no.
And it's not even my dream. It's her dream.
Can I say something, though? I've had dreams where my wife has done something bad, and I will wake up a little sour towards her.
See?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't treat her the way I'm treated, but I'm just saying, like, it'll be later in the day, and I'll look at her like, motherfucker. And I'm like, wait a second, why do I feel like this?
I texted him as soon as I got up. I was like, go get your own cold cuts today.
Where was he when you texted him? He was at her house? Or?
He was at work.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Let me fix this thing.
At work?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, are you with her?
Was he working remotely from that ass of that old lady?
Ew.
Was he logging into his desktop?
You know who I wish it was? I wish it was Frank. I wish it was your brother's mother-in-law. So we could both get revenge. And you know what I mean.
So she could sleep with your brother's father-in-law, is basically.
No.
I don't know what's going on.
I misinterpreted that then.
Me and the big T.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you and Big T.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all over that.
There's an old guy we know that Janine's been wanting to sleep with for years, and now she thinks that this is going to be the excuse.
I mean, I'm sure he's entered your dreams on occasion.
He has entered
more than that. All right.
Do we want to talk about the fact that your brother's mother-in-law got a little racist on Mother's Day, or should we not out her publicly for that?
I don't know the full story of that, so I wouldn't. I'm sure she was a few deep in the old bag.
In the old racism bag?
Maybe. I don't know.
A few deep.
I don't know the full
like
story.
6 inches deep.
Happening there. Maybe. I mean,
hopefully 7.5.
Well, okay. I'll tell you what this. Nice. I'll tell you about this. This Amber Heard Johnny Depp case is so huge. It is still making headlines, and they're off for the week.
I know.
That's what's amazing about this. Like every day, there's a new huge headline.
Well, this was a new development. I mean, there's a development all the time now for some reason.
Every day.
Yeah. Well, this was a big one. The other ones are kind of like recaps or legal experts weighing in or this and that. This one was a big one of like, here, we got this photo, which she definitely sent to them. There's no way she didn't.
Could that be seen? I mean, I guess not, because it doesn't have anything to do with the jury or anything, but can that be seen as like screwing around with the case, like you're influencing? It's an outside, you're kind of interfering with a trial.
I mean, you got to prove it, one, and then two, so the jury's not supposed to read anything regarding the case.
Are they sequestered?
And yeah, but even if you're not sequestered, they tell you do not discuss the case, do not read about the case.
But all of a sudden, a picture pops up in your feed,
Right. How do you there's no way.
You might not read the article, but you see a picture that you haven't seen in court. You just scroll by it.
That's a great point. How do you do that in the era of social media?
Well, the thing is, I heard the judge say, stay off social media.
That's rough.
You kind of have to, right? I mean, there's no avoiding it.
Yep.
Especially something this, but I get if you're working on the Joe Schmo local court case, maybe there won't be anything. But even that, still, you have your local little news websites that are going to put that shit out, and you could come across it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something about that?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they
someone.
all. No, me as a juror.
Mm-hmm.
There was this case. Oh my God, it was this 2009, and it was a federal case about a woman who brought a gun from California to New York. When she got here, she tried to check her gun or take it. I guess when I don't know how what she did exactly. Anyway, she had a gun here and she wasn't supposed to because she had it in California, and if you don't have residency here and you don't have a license to carry here, it's illegal. So she got arrested.
Okay.
But she said they used excessive force when they arrested her. But because it was in JFK, it became like a federal case. So like the first day in court, I'm like, I'm going to Google that. And of course, as soon as I got home, I Googled it and there was an article about it.
Did they tell you not to do anything like that?
No.
They didn't instruct you to avoid anything?
Nope. They just said, don't talk about it with your peers because you don't want to get swayed. And I'm like, the thing is with that, you're going to get swayed either way because you're talking to, a group of people anyway, the other jurors. So it doesn't matter.
Well, you're not talking about it. You're not supposed to discuss it. Well, yeah, you're supposed to discuss it with the jurors, and those are the people that decide. But that's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to discuss it with people who have no knowledge of the stuff that was going on in the courtroom.
I guess, but you know what? People will try to change your mind anyway. That's
why
job.
That's why you're not supposed to discuss it with them.
But you know what I mean.
Well, it should be a job.
But
don't discuss it. Don't think about discussing it. Sorry.
But guess what? I did Google it and I did find the article. So
but
I'm sure. Yeah.
You found an article about that case that you were on.
Yep.
And did it influence you in any way?
No, because it was exactly what I heard that day. There was nothing.
No editorializing? Like, I think this person should be locked away forever.
No. Those were not political times, my friend.
Doesn't have to be political.
It was it was just that she thought they used excessive force. And it was
so she's currently serving a life sentence. What did you do?
She sued them. She sued the Port Authority. She didn't win. She was guilty. They we found the cops didn't use excessive force on her.
Okay. Did she walk in with like a neck brace and they wheeled her in a wheelchair?
I mean, it happened years prior, so she did try to show evidence, and I was like, no.
There wasn't video footage of the takedown in the airport?
That's surprising.
There was no takedown. She resisted.
Oh, yeah, all right.
But I mean, she broke the law. She broke the law, and
she certainly did.
We wanted to know too at the end. She brought a gun here to go to her husband's college reunion.
Uh-huh.
What is that about?
He probably looked at some girl's ass 20 years ago and she was going to
boy.
take care of business.
That's right.
Yikes.
Can't trust that.
Why would you bring a gun to a college reunion?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
You're just begging for it. Begging for trouble. Like, because what else do you do at a college reunion other than get completely smashed?
She was okay. So that was another thing too, is that she was in her 60s. Isn't that weird?
That's too old to be shooting people, to be revenge shooting people.
yeah, I mean, you should have been to at least 5 college reunions since then.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know what it was? She was embarrassed about being arrested in front of everyone.
Sure.
She resisted it, so she wanted people to pay. Yeah. Now,
who even goes to a college reunion? Like, that's like a weird thing.
In California.
High school should be.
High school, I get. I mean, I wouldn't go to any of them, but that's weird.
It was.
Yeah. Because there's like thousands of people at your college. It's like,
who the hell are you going to know? Yeah, I know like 4 people from my college.
Yeah, and if they're going, great. The chances of me seeing them there, it's like, all right.
Very, very strange, right?
Right. Very strange. Whole thing.
But my whole point was that I did go Google the article and I was like, oh, this is exactly what. But the judge told them to stay off social media. And it's like, how can you can't. I can't anyway. I can't.
That's
Imagine
rough.
me giving up social media for a day.
And this was 2009 before it got really good. Was Instagram even around back then? I don't know.
No. She's talking about the judge now
about
for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Told them to stay off social media.
Could you imagine? No.
Look,
I'm starting to sweat thinking about it. Nope, I couldn't do it.
I freak out when I go to walk the dog and I forget my phone in the house. That's like a 20-minute walk, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm missing something.
All right, poll in the chat right now. Would you go to your high school reunion? I'm curious to know how many people would, because I wouldn't be caught dead there. But here's the other question too: are you admitting, J Sabs, on this very program that you are hooked on social media?
Absolutely.
Could you give up social media?
No. This is almost a certain.
For any number, what if it was like, all right, $1 million, you give up social media for 1 year? You get $1 million.
You don't think you could do it for a year? I could do it for a year.
I could do it.
You could?
Yeah.
For $1 million? Totally.
Yeah. I think you do need to. I think there are times. But first of all, I live on social media. I love it. I love Twitter. I love Instagram. I love I love them and I enjoy them thoroughly. But I think putting them down for short amounts of time is a good thing. Couple days here. Like on the weekends, I barely use it. Because we're so busy running around and doing things.
You're all over TikTok on the weekends.
I was so as I'm talking and saying this, I was just thinking, is there anything better than watching TikTok when you're taking a shit? I mean, honestly.
That's fun.
I don't make duties.
Giving up social media. I'm not even sure you can have an issue with this. I know I'm stretching I'm not even sure if watching TikToks while you're taking a shit is being on social media. I'm not even sure.
I think that's the only way to be on social media. I think that's 50% of the reason you go into the bathroom.
Do you know that my husband does not use social media?
At all?
Your husband's a mutant.
He hasn't used, I know.
He's from another planet.
He has Facebook, but he hasn't used it in years. He never had Instagram. He does not have TikTok.
Yeah, but he's a gamer, right? Doesn't he does video games, and that's kind of a form of social media. No, it's not like you're getting news or anything, but you're socially interacting with people, right?
On media.
Good job, media.
Frank.
Thank
you.
I
mean, I don't know. I wouldn't consider that though, because you're not talking with anyone. You're not seeing people that their pictures.
He talks with people on there. I'm sure he has the headset. No.
Yeah, but it's about the game. He's not there to socialize as much as he is to play a game with other people.
He doesn't play with other people. He plays by himself.
With older women?
Right, exactly.
What games does he have on that thing? You don't know.
Great. Now I'm going to have to look. Thanks.
I don't understand how people like your husband, what do they do? Do they know what's going on in the world? How do they?
You know what he does look at on his phone? Apple News. That's it.
That counts.
And
I don't know if that's social media, though.
No, it's not social media. He's just looking at the news.
Right. He's into like watching YouTube videos of how to make like different kinds of networks. Oh God, he's such a nerd.
Oh, because he does the whole computer stuff. He's a big computer
exactly.
guy.
Like all like computer things, like making certain kinds of computers.
Is he working on like a supercomputer that will take over the world?
Maybe. Okay, this what's for dinner? I'm looking at the chat right now. He keeps saying, or she keeps saying, what, no drama tonight, Blondie? Please show love to Blondie's husband. I mean, what a guy.
Blondie.
10 out of 10 in understanding. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I think she's talking about you.
No.
It's one of the three of us.
For
sure.
Right. For sure.
This is a serious accusation. Anthony drunk tweets on weekends.
That is confirmed. We can all. That is not fake news. That is real news. You admitted it yourself.
That happened once.
It happened many times over one weekend.
Drunk tweeted on a weekend would be the proper.
Drunk tweets on weekends. Well,
I will say this though. I do like to hop on. I do like to hop on Twitter when I'm feeling a little tipsy.
It's fun sometimes. You go fuck yourself. It's just a lot of go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. I like telling people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
They can go off for like a paragraph, and you just go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but don't you feel like I feel bad for people like that because I don't know. I just feel like you see so much of the world, you experience so many things, different cultures, food, art, movies, games, like all these.
You could do that
things.
through like Netflix and there's documentaries.
No,
you don't have to culture. What culture are you getting off of Twitter?
But the thing is, Gaetano doesn't care. He doesn't care about anyone. He's like, eh.
There you go. That's a way to do it.
It's true.
That's there's an explanation for everything.
I'd rather not be bothered. I'm like, okay.
It's probably the healthiest way to do it.
Okay, just
to not be bothered with anything on social media.
He has enough fun with his little YouTube videos that he watches these nerds that make millions of dollars.
He's probably the happiest out of our entire group because he doesn't do any of that stuff.
Plus, he's with me. Yes, Frank, I agree. Thank you.
No, I'm completing my thought.
Also, YouTube is social media. I'm sorry, it is. YouTube is social media.
Yeah, now, I see. The thing is, I don't think it is.
If you're using it the way he's using it, where you're just seeking information, like using it like a search engine, then I guess you got to pass on that. But YouTube is social media.
Yeah, because anybody puts their own videos up there. You're not that you're interacting, but you're watching people from around the world.
Hold on though. If you're doing that and you like a video or you comment like, "Hey, thanks for this," or "I didn't know that."
Right.
You are having a social, or you go down, look, if he watches that and he goes, what are the people saying in the comments? Even if it's a fact finding thing, I think it's still social. That's social media.
He doesn't like videos or comment or look in the comments. He strictly uses it just to watch these dorks put together computers. Oh, and the other day, and this is, he was watching a documentary about Super Mario Brothers.
Well, that's important.
Oh my God, yes. And then of course I was like, can we play this right now?
He was originally called Jumpman. That's the only fact I know about it.
Super Mario was called Jumpman?
Jumpman.
Boy, that could have been bad.
That would have been awful branding. All right, what's next?
By the way, would you attend your high school reunion? 75% of the audience saying no right now.
More open bar booze for me.
I wouldn't. Would you go to your high school reunion?
Is there an open bar?
Yeah, but you got to pay for it.
We pay for an open bar.
Open bar. Okay, here's the thing.
You pay for your invitation. I got you. I got it.
I can't pay for open bars anymore. I'm done after 2.5 drinks. So there's just no reason to be paying for an open bar for me anymore.
Are you kidding me?
I do this. Every other drink, I just pour into a drink, just to get more. Just to abuse the power. Yeah.
Got it. Congress fails to pass the Women's Health Protection Act. This is the Roe versus Wade abortion rights bill that they threw into Congress. It made it through the House. It got murdered in the Senate.
Oh, so they're not passing this.
They are not. They only got 49 votes for. They need 60 to get past the Republican filibuster.
So yeah, and the one Democrat who voted no was Manchin.
Jumpin' Joe Manchin. Yep.
Douche.
Yeah.
Everybody's attacking him now.
Well, everybody's attacking him. He's saying what a lot of the Republicans are saying that voted against it, which is that it's the Democrats' fault. This is a Democrat bill that was too broad. And he said, along with other Republicans, which I personally do not believe, that they would vote for a narrower abortion bill. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
What does that mean? I was just going to say
more specific.
Yeah, because you're talking about an issue where there's no lanes or categories. It's either illegal or it's not illegal. That's really it. There's no, well, you can get it for this. We already talked about this, and there's no reason to bring it up again. You can't. People will lie. Is this a rape abortion? Oh yeah, it's rape. There's no.
Yeah, because how do you even prove that?
Yeah, there's no way to. You cannot legislate something that you can't back up, prove, or So it's either it's illegal to get an abortion in this country, or it's not illegal to get an abortion. So these people asking for a narrower bill. I mean, I guess I don't understand what that is. Maybe I'm missing something. Perhaps somebody can explain it.
See, that's the problem. The other side, whatever side it is, doesn't matter, right or left. Whenever one side brings up, this is the problem. They never come up with, well, here's how we solve it. They always point out the problems, but never offer any solutions. Whenever that happens. So if you have bring it up before this happens and talk about it. Say, listen, this is what we got to do. I mean, there's no way any of the 50 Republicans were voting for this thing anyway. I mean, it's just the way they vote. That's it.
But it makes me wonder that, and J Sabs, because you're the only female we have on the show, is this a game? That's true. You know what? It's a good point. I might want to change teams. We might just want to switch things up for a little bit.
Bring Cuddles on.
No, I was talking about trans. But anyway, does this make you feel like you can't support Republicans at all? Because I'm seeing that a lot. Again, like 70% of the country says that they want abortion to be legal. You have the 50-50 split. So there's like 20% of Republican people out there that are like, this is bullshit. And a lot of them are saying, like, I don't know, they're losing my vote. Is that how you feel? I'm curious to see how people feel in the comments. If you're typically a conservative or Republican woman, which I'm not saying J-Sabs is, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a woman, even if you're a Democratic woman and you were thinking like enough of the Democrat bullshit, I want to switch sides, and now this is stopping you from doing that. I'm curious to get people's points of view on this.
I think that there should be no party, and I don't think if you're a Democrat, you should definitely be pro-choice. Just like if you're a Republican, you should be pro-life. Like I just, everyone is so different, and it's just like, I think it's dumb. I'm sorry. Just because you're a Republican doesn't mean that you should be pro-life. Mm-hmm. Like that to me is just like, so you're just gonna vote that just because.
That's what they, because they think that's the only way they're gonna get their people in their state to keep voting for them.
Well, that's dumb, because you know what? Too, it comes down to a religious issue as well. It does.
Oh, absolutely. I feel I haven't talked to every or heard from every Republican.
I wish senator. You would. I'd love to get you out there to talking to all of them.
Right, but I feel like whenever they ask why, there's a lot of Republicans who cite their religious beliefs, and it's like, what happened to church and state? Not everybody follows your religion, buddy. Or it's you got to keep that stuff separate.
But here's the thing: I'm not saying that they're dumb because they believe in it, because you can believe in whatever you want to believe in.
Nobody's saying that people are dumb.
But I don't think it should be a Republican versus Democrat issue. It's just too
it is.
It's just too specific because there's other issues that Frank thinks I'm a big huge Republican and he can't believe that I'm pro-life. I mean pro-choice.
I'm not.
But
we talked about this in the last show. I know you're pro-choice.
There's other
fake
issues.
news. You weren't here the last show. Go ahead.
The last show I was on.
There's other issues that are that's what Democrats believe in, but then Republicans can believe in that too. Like there's so many different sides that
I agree, but I guess the question is this such a big issue that you will forego other issues to vote with party? Because that's what I'm seeing. Like there's some like conservative women that I like follow on Twitter or you just see tweets from people and they're like, I hate Biden. I think the Democrats are ruining this country, but I can't consciously fucking,
support this party.
Support a party that's like a woman hasn't a right to say what they do with their body.
But like you said, these people are saying it to get the votes. So like who and for either side, you know what I mean? Like, so do you trust them? I don't trust anyone. Goodbye.
I bet you
trust anyone.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it is the conservative judges on the Supreme Court that are driving this.
Which I think a couple of them can be held for perjury, because they said, yeah, it's open and shut. That's it. It's solved. It's settled law. There's no reason to go into it. And then a few months later, or a year later, after they're confirmed, all of a sudden they're voicing opinions to change it. It's like, well, this is your opinion. I thought this was settled law. You lied under oath saying that you believed it to be settled law. I mean, how?
I don't think they'll ever get nailed for perjury on that. They could always just say I changed my mind
changed my mind. What made you change your mind?
We got together in our little conservative tea party and we were like, oh, maybe this is bullshit.
It's really just.
For me personally, I'm not voting for party. Like you said, there's people who will just vote Democrat if they're a Democrat, no matter if they don't even like the person running, right?
Right.
Same for Republicans too.
Sure.
To me, that's why I don't think we should vote for party.
Like, I don't do that either. I don't do that, but I think there are people. But I think that's like I saw this one tweet. I wish I would have saved it, where the woman was like, "I don't vote for party, but I'm going to vote against my own party because of this."
Mm.
Yeah,
that's what she was saying.
There's people out there who'll do that, but like
the parties are just a way to categorize and lump in all the dividing
issues,
right? So it's you don't have to side with every single thing that let's say you're a Democrat, that your party on the Democratic side believes. You don't have to, if you believe in something the Republicans believe in, that's fine. But I think it's just if you're 90, if you have like an 80-90% of your beliefs side Republican or Democrat, then you're probably you don't have to be 100% to be a Democrat or 100% to be a Republican, I feel.
Yeah, I think it's just overall, it's weird in this day and age. I don't know how it's like, I don't know. It's a tough look for me for Republicans to be out there being like, what's my religious belief? Because here's the thing too. I wouldn't be rooting for an abortion. I don't think anybody's excited about it.
No, it's
the kind of thing where it's like, well, there's got to be a choice there because people have freedoms, and it's got to kind of be there. It's weird. I felt more strongly about this the younger I was, thinking that I might need this one day. I don't want to be fucking ruling against this. Now it's not even possible for me, so it's almost like I don't give a shit. But I understand. Like I would be weirded out if I needed to, or I wanted to get a vasectomy or something, or I wanted to have some sort of medical procedure, and the government was like, "You can't do that. That shit's illegal." That would be weird. Yeah, but that's what we're saying to women right now, and nobody seems to give a shit.
That's exactly right. You know what it is? If you're against abortions, don't get an abortion.
Right. That's it. But you shouldn't tell someone that they shouldn't get one, or Like, to me, that's just like, first of all, people think that the number one reason or the only reason that women get abortions is because they're young and they don't want the baby. That is not the case. And like I said, I worked at an OB's office, and I saw people who wanted abortions, and they were not young, and they didn't not just want the baby. There were medical reasons, and they were older. So like you can't pinpoint that group. You know what I mean? Like that's what a lot of people think. It's not true though. I saw it with my own eyes. So I mean,
all right, like Angela here, got my Jumpstart coffee. It's 2:55 a.m. in Scotland right now.
God.
Dear Lord.
Holy crap. Thank you for tuning in, Angela Brown.
You are the bee's knees, Angela Brown.
My goodness.
Jumpstart Coffee is our proud sponsor, title sponsor of the show. Wouldn't be possible without them. Link in the description below so that you can go and order your own bag of Jumpstart Coffee, as Frank is so wonderfully modeling for us right now. Look at that. Turn to the side. Give me a little, give me love. Give me fierce, Frank. Give me fierce coffee drinker. Nice. Jumpstart Coffee Company. You could save 50% when you use the promo code AOA15. Frank loves the what do you got there? The medium
or
the
dark roast? Dark roast is my favorite so far.
Cuddles, who is a typical Starbucks black coffee, nothing in it drinker, loves it bitter. She prefers the medium.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yes.
She has a small, but she prefers a medium. Girl, I know what you're talking
about. So that just goes to show you the flavor in every single offering that they have, even the decaf. It's all wonderful. Order now and do the subscribe and save, where you can get 1, 2, or 3 bags sent to your house every single month. They will send you a tumbler for a limited time only, though. You have to act on that before May 30th. And don't forget to throw that promo code in, AOA15, to save 15%. 50, not 15, 50% of the proceeds from Jumpstart Coffee Company go to support the Navy SEAL Foundation. So
it's a beautiful thing.
They are wonderful people doing a great thing.
Look at this. The truth comes out. Denmark. It's 3:57 in Denmark.
Wow.
In the morning.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Andy Dick arrested on a live stream. What's more American than that? I mean,
holy crap. Yep.
First of all, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead, go, because I have a question about him. But go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. There's not really much to this. They're so okay. Well, I'll give you a little bit of the background. Andy Dick is living in a trailer park.
That's true.
Supposedly for the last few months. And he and a group of other people have all been live streaming their lives, essentially. And one of the streamers was like, "Oh, I guess there's cops showing up at Andy Dick's house." And they just turned the camera and watched him get pulled out of his trailer by the cops and brought over to their car and searched and cuffed and thrown in the car.
Yeah, it's because it's amazing. He's gotten away with a lot. I feel, even the stuff that he does in public, like on talk shows, and if you've ever watched him do like what was it? He was on with Ivanka Trump on I think Jimmy Kimmel, and he couldn't stop like touching her. And he was like all over her.
He's a little gropey weird, I think.
He's very gropey. He was it was a roast. I forget who was being roasted, but he was on the dais, and he kept he licked a few people's faces, and he was all over everybody. He's just a weird dude. He's gotten away with a lot of that kind of weird stuff.
That is very strange. By the way, this was for felony sexual battery. Go ahead, J Subs. Right. That's what he was arrested for.
He is one of the most grossest humans out there. I'm sorry, but he just like grosses me out. Something about him. What did he do? What did he do exactly?
Well, they're saying that he, I think, groped or assaulted someone, a guy, I think.
So that's my question. He's gay right now, right?
I think he goes every which way.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
I don't know
officially
if he's exclusive to one sex or not. Yeah.
As gross as he is, one of the best performances of his life was the blowjob tutorial.
Agree. In Old School, in one of the greatest movies of all time. Yeah.
Yep.
That was one of the greatest movies of all time, and he's really great in it.
I always said he's a little he's a little too comfortable doing that. So
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that.
When he
no,
goes-
but I just knew that. I was like, okay.
When he goes into the kitchen and he's getting the water and he's yelling to the girls in the other room, I laughed throughout that entire part. I love it.
Now I have to watch that part.
Yeah.
Just
It's,
that
by the
part.
way, the second time there's another clip circulating the internet where he's on a live stream and some guy comes in, and the guy, I guess who he was living with or who was staying with him at the time, pulled a gun on him.
Oh.
And so he had to answer questions for that too. He didn't get arrested for that, but he had to answer questions for that. And the guy's like, you can hear the guy like screaming at the guy, like, get the fuck out, and all this kind of crazy shit. This guy's living Johnny Depp's cocaine life without Amber Heard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically is what's happening.
Law enforcement's sources tell TMZ that he was arrested on felony sexual battery after an adult male at O'Neill Regional Park, I think that's the trailer park where they're living, claimed the comedian sexually assaulted him. It doesn't say specifically or anything or who the guy is or what happened in the incident, but that's the latest, I think. That's all the information we have.
What I didn't know, like I've heard of like TikTok houses, like where like 12 TikTokers will get together and live and create TikToks and just blow up.
Right.
I didn't know this was like there's like an opposite side of that, which is like trailer park streamers.
I didn't know that was a thing either, but apparently, I mean, what is it? Just them? They're just hanging out. It's like a 24-hour reality cams or something.
I mean, I guess so.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's anti-dick weird.
He's
How many times
do
you think that he's been to a glory hole?
Oh,
a receiving
lot of
end.
times.
I think he runs a few of them.
A lot of times. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was one in his trailer.
1,000% on the side of his trailer.
That's fun. And hey, again, glory holes, that's your thing. Go for it.
Yeah, but I think he makes glory holes dirty and disgusting.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
the whole thing with him and what's his name from Saturday Night Live, Phil Hartman, right?
No.
Well,
everybody does it involve a glory hole.
It does not.
Good.
Well, everybody not everybody, but a lot of people, Phil Hartman's friends, like John Lovitz and all the other people around him at the time, kind of blamed Andy Dick for getting his Phil Hartman's wife back on like drugs and stuff.
Oh, really?
Really?
They kind of. I mean, I saw specials on it and stuff like that. There was like interviews and things. So take this with a grain of salt. I can't tell you the names of these things, but this is what I'm hearing through these things, that they're pissed off at him. Nobody likes him because of that. And that led to Phil Hartman's wife that day taking her own and his life. Mm-hmm. So that's what they kind of somewhat blame him for that road that she went down.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So with this not confirmed,
crazy.
Unconfirmed. There was I think a special on Phil Hartman, or like a documentary on Phil Hartman. That was part of it. So
I didn't know that, but I could see it.
Yeah. So that
feels like something Andy Dick would do.
They were on news radio, I think, together.
Yep. Well, that was like the last thing that Andy Dick really did. It was like news radio, then a lot of nothing, then old school, and then a lot of nothing again.
Yeah, that's true.
But like a year or so ago, he did make the rounds on like, whose show he goes on a lot, whose podcast is, who's the guy in LA? Adam Carolla.
Oh, sure.
He goes on Adam Carolla's podcast a lot, and he looks fine. Like he looks like Andy Dick, blonde hair, Hollywood dressed, glasses. But then every stream you see him, and he looks like trailer park trash.
He's just kind of messed up.
I would imagine if you're a trailer park streamer, you're really excited when Andy Dick shows up because you're like, holy shit, now we're gonna.
I don't know, man. that could equal trouble.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like he shows up, so the cops have been called a few times.
Fred Savage allegations continue now. Here comes the fallout of everybody now diving in with their Fred Savage story. Sources continue to talk to the media. They told People magazine today that that Fred Savage, when he was a director, was quick to anger on the set a lot. This source said, quote, he works his crews pretty hard, always doing more takes than necessary. Some directors just overshoot. Sometimes they feel like they didn't get the performance or want to try another angle or things like that. He overshoots, and the days are longer, therefore giving more opportunities to snap at people. A second source shared with the outlet that Savage can have, quote, a temper and occasional outbursts. Another source said that Savage spent the weekend with his wife, Jennifer Lynn, at their home in Los Angeles, saying, quote, he hasn't seemed stressed. He seems pretty relaxed and he's enjoying some time off. So,
yeah, that's been Fred Savage's story for a long time, that he's been quick to anger and he's got like a short temper. But yeah, this latest one, I don't think it's anything. I don't think they said, right? Did they say if it was just anger, right? The anger problem?
Mostly anger. There were some sexual allegations from his past. But here's my thing. Okay, I understand if you're coming up in the business and you're trying to make a name for yourself and maybe you get a little short or lose your temper, or, like if you're an actor, actress, or a director and it's your first film or first 5 films or whatever, and you're stressed and you lose your temper, scream at the crew or scream at once, I think it's understandable. But
Right.
when you're an established star, you got money in the bank, you're producing a show that is a legacy show in a time where everybody wants legacy shows. You're directing, which it's not like he's fucking Scorsese on a film set. It's fucking TV. I mean, even Kevin Smith is on the record as saying directing TV is simple. Everybody does their job. You sit in the chair and you go, great. That was good.
Action.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what the fuck are you yelling at people for? You want a better performance from the fucking TV actors for the Wonder Year? I mean, it's like the thing practically runs itself.
I guess. I mean, you're not shooting an art house film, and it's not, you're not Kubrick, and you're not inventing some new style.
It ain't The Sopranos or Sex in the City. It's the fucking Wonder Years on ABC.
He's probably just a hot-headed prick, honestly.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
But there might be more behind it, so who knows?
There's a lot of professional people who you would think that they act normal, but honestly, they don't.
Right.
Unfortunately.
It just seems like
owners of companies.
Sure.
And I blame the other producers and the people running the show, because it's like, why even be like, okay, take your fucking credit and go away, and we'll get people here that are enjoyable, that we want to work with. It's fucking TV, you know.
You can't.
Yep.
Boston More Than a Feeling writes, with a name like Fred Savage, expect issues. That's true. His name is not Fred Cohn.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Well, what's his brother? Ben Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Dover.
He seems like a nice guy.
He does seem like the nicer one, doesn't he?
He does.
Madonna has released a first set of NFTs, and they are porn NFTs, to nobody's surprise.
Of herself.
Here's what it is. It is a digital version of herself, the best possible version of herself. And it's a little weird. She's kind of like, she's got her legs spread.
Oh.
And in one, she's giving birth to a centipede.
Oh.
And in another, she's giving birth to a full, I shouldn't say giving birth, but a full-size tree is growing out of her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's a little out there.
That's
but it's her, and they're her NFTs. And it's her first go at NFTs.
God help me.
I mean, that's a bold first choice for your NFT game.
Yeah. I mean, credit Madonna, because like back in the day, like she used to like get naked, or she would flash her boobies at a concert or something to get some attention. So like a Virgin performance, she's kept it going. She's like, I know what's next. I'll do a non-fungible token where I'm nude and giving birth to a tree and centipede.
Hey, is it current Madonna?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's today's Madonna.
Like the hot. Yeah. It's not like, oh, this is the hottest version of me.
Like
this is
a virgin.
This is like I did a less creepy version of Me Now, Madonna.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? She's very confident, and she knows. Who's gonna tell Madonna not to do something?
Mm-hmm.
Madonna, she's the
No
queen
one.
of. She's the queen of
No one
pop. Is
will.
that her? That's her title. She's got that title right now, right?
What?
Queen of pop.
I think so. I don't even know.
I got it.
Aussie Angie, Kevin didn't get very far with Winnie Cooper. That stuff lingers. It's very true.
They didn't hook up at the end. They didn't get together.
No, they did, but I think they broke
Oh.
up. Actually, I don't know how that show ends, if they're together or not when the show ends. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't
Was there a
remember.
hotter chick than Winnie Cooper when we were like
Kelly
'cause-
Kapowski?
Holy shit, my friend. Who is hotter, Kelly Kapowski or Winnie Cooper?
I gotta go Kapowski. Give the old Kapow.
I'm going Winnie Cooper.
Wow, really?
I'll tell you why. I think Winnie Cooper was nicer than Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly was always so nice.
I was gonna say the opposite. Kelly was like overly nice.
Kelly
Winnie was kind of whiny.
Hold on.
Whiny Cooper.
Stop it now. Kelly started banging that waiter from the Max, who was way fucking older than all the rest of them in high school. That guy was a fucking creeper.
That guy was a creeper.
I like him now.
Yeah. Doesn't mean she's not a nice person. I don't know.
And where the fuck was she when everybody got them summer jobs at that place with the fat guy, with Stacey Pelosi's dad?
She was there.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Who wasn't there? I forget. Was it Spano? Did she disappear there?
She may have not. Yeah, I don't know if Jesse was there.
All right, hold on. Kelly Kapowski, Winnie Cooper, or Topanga?
Ooh. That's rough.
Hmm.
I think I gotta go Kapow. The old Kapowsk.
I'm gonna. Ooh, this is tough. I put Kapowski last.
Man.
And it's a toss up on. I mean,
What about 90210? Who are their names? Is it Brenda and Kelly?
Brenda Kelly.
It's another Kelly.
And Kelly Kapowski was on that show too.
Jenny Garr and.
I never watched 90210.
What?
I thought that. Forgive me for saying this. I could get canceled. I thought that was a girly show. I didn't. I wasn't into it.
It was for. I don't know who it was for, but I watched it.
That's not. You're not disproving my point.
I didn't watch. What was the other one? Party of Five. I didn't watch that.
Oh, I love Party of Five too.
Or Melrose Place. I didn't watch.
Oh, I love Melrose Place. Probably too young to be watching it, but
I always felt like 90210 and Melrose Place that was a different thing than like You're Saved by the Bells and all that stuff.
Of course, I like those shows better than. And remember the other one, California Dreams?
Yeah, the ripoff of Saved by the Bell. Totally.
Right.
All the characters were like caricatures of
Yeah.
the Saved by the Bell people.
Yeah.
There was totally a Screech in there, and I don't even remember any of them. But
that show was literally like, we just need another half hour of this to sell some more Noxzema ads.
But we'll put it on the beach. It's Saved by the Bell combined with Baywatch or something. Probably not even that.
Yeah. Well, no, it was a band, right? They were all about a band.
They were a band, yeah, and
yeah.
Good.
Lay
right,
here in the
I want to get
sun until my dream is done.
There it is.
I want to get to
dream.
I want to get to nudie Britney Spears, but I got to talk about this 9/11 baby. This fucking.
What is this?
This is a TikTok I came across. This woman's on the TikTok.
You know it's true.
Yeah, I'm losing time, kid.
This woman's on TikTok and she goes, my daughter comes up to me.
Oh, yes, I saw this actually.
You saw this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. She's going on and on about how, I forget. Let me play it for you. Okay.
We always get the same ones recommended to us.
I'm starting to get a lot, like I'll watch one and then my wife will be like, oh, have you seen this? I'm starting to see a lot of duplicate. They're switching their algorithm for some reason.
The most popular ones, I feel like you're gonna start seeing a lot of those.
Yeah, but there's so many of them. It's kind of crazy that we're seeing them all same day. You know what I mean? I think they're showing. I think they're showing everybody like a big portion of the same batch. But anyway, listen to this lady.
So last year, my daughter, who's 11, told me that she died in the Twin Towers, that she worked there, and she was in the hallways and they were dark and people were yelling. And it was scary, but not painful. And then it was like she went into a dream and woke up in this dream.
That's weird.
Oof.
I mean, she continues to go on from there, but
Yeah, right.
Every now and then, kids come out with some creepy stuff. You know, they just say something weird like that, and it just knocks you out. Like if a 45-year-old person said that to you, you'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
yeah.
But when a kid says it, it's like, "Holy shit, this is so weird."
It's a little strange, and that's odd. I'm with you, but that's odd because kids make up shit all the time. Like my daughter is the biggest liar ever.
No.
She just makes up shit. Like
Okay.
sometimes it's adorable. Sometimes it's a little bit like we got to be like, hey, you shouldn't be like if we're asking her a question, we're like, you should be lying about this. And then other times she's like, do you remember that time that Grandma and I went and rode on the unicorn together? That was fun, and we were like, that's adorable.
Well, you know, that's your kid. You know, she's 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna make up stuff. That's normal.
No, but I'm saying
11-year-old coming out with this.
Your point is interesting because it's like a kid's lie. I
Yeah.
feel like way more than adults lie. I mean, adults lie too, but
Yeah, but they lie. Their lies are funny, fun. You know, like I rode in a unicorn.
But it's true though. If a 45-year-old says I died in this thing that like all the time lines up, you'd be like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, but when a kid says it, you're like, huh, this is a little serious for you.
Yeah, that was creepy, right?
That video has millions of views, 242,000 likes. The top comment, which has 16,500 likes, is another TikTok user who said, when my daughter was 7, she said she went to heaven in 2001 because I wasn't ready for her. In 2001, she had an abortion and she didn't know about it. Like the little girl obviously doesn't know about it, the abortion that this woman had. But the little girl said to her, I went to heaven in 2001 because you weren't ready for me, mommy.
Wow.
Damn.
How the fuck does she, a 7-year-old?
That's some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird fucking thing.
That
is crazy.
Weird. Now,
I mean, lucky for all of us, we won't have that problem in a few short months anymore. But still,
but
too soon. So the I don't know, the thing with the 9/11 thing. Maybe the kid saw something on TV and had a dream about it. You know, so maybe saw a documentary.
She could. Also, the mom could be full of shit. Like that's my other question. Is like, do you believe this, or is this just TikTok view getting?
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, and then there's did the kid really have this feeling? You know, how do you know
did the kid learn about 9/11 and then she had a dream and it felt real and she told her mom this whole thing and it was like, you know.
Yeah, she had a dream. She was in the building.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows? And then she woke up and it was now she's in her life, you know.
What's weird about this though, and I don't know if it's deja vu or just there's just weird feelings about 9/11. When I saw this, I was like, this isn't the first time I've heard this. I feel like I've heard this story before about kids claiming to have been there and telling their parents about it when they were children.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I shouldn't say, because here's the thing. I can't literally in my mind point to it, but I feel like I've seen, I mean, you know, we've been doing this for like a really long time. You read a lot of
could have come across a story like that.
That's what it feels like. I'm like, at some point, I feel like I've come across a story like this.
I mean, it may be. Yeah, I'm sure this isn't the first person to think that, to come up with something like that. It's just, obviously it's very far-fetched and weird, but you know, from the mouths of babes, you know, this kid does. Maybe the kid thinks that it's 100% real, and this is something she experienced. But how do you know? Again, it could be a dream she had. Could have been she saw it on TV, and it severely, you know, got to her, and she just can't get it out of her head, and she thought it was something that happened to her. It could be anything, but it's really creepy when a kid says something like that.
Okay, you want to hear some more creepy stuff?
Yes, bring it.
This is again, we lost Jason. Another comment. My daughter and I have identical birthmarks. When she was 2, oh, hold on. I thought she I knew she was going to come back. Okay, there you go. Listen to this, J Sabs. My daughter and I have identical birthmarks. When she was 2, she told me she marked us when she was a baby last time, so she could always find me.
Oh my God.
Again, innocent baby blabbing, but it's unbelievable what that means.
Well, it is proven. Depends on what you believe in, I guess. That smaller children and animals have a more open mind to the world that we don't know about. But you guys probably don't believe in it. But about psychic stuff and psychic medium, and
Well, it makes pure sense from a standpoint of like they're not jaded like adults are.
Their minds are more open to when your minds kind of tend to close a little more when you're older. You get more experience, and you put definitions on a lot more things. When you're a kid, everything is you're learning more, and you just things are newer experience. And it's weird because my dog, since we got him, every now and then I'll just catch him staring into the corner in our bedroom, just the top, ceiling corner, and just
that would freak me out.
every now same corner, and he's just staring at it, and then we like, "Are you all right?" Snaps out of it, and we don't know what that is. There's nothing there. It's just
I can make a really dirty joke, but I'm going to hold myself back. I'm going to hold myself back. Can I say it?
Well, now you have to.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, so I'm dying to know now.
And then you take it out of him.
What is wrong with you? What is honestly wrong with you?
Are you all right? Good Lord.
Poor dog has to stare in the same spot.
All right, listen to this. Oh, I cut her off because she does say a name, and people in the comments are saying that they looked up and that name was a person who was a project manager for Chase.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of makes me think that the mom is making this up. I wish there was a way for us to know the truth.
Either that, or the kid again said the name because she saw it in the documentary. She was on TV. It was a special. Or every 9/11, every September 11th, there's all specials that run about it. And I'm sure there's stuff that always runs, every now and then on different channels. She probably came across something.
Here, this is who knew this. We have a special pal that's got this same kind of deal. Paul was a Titanic baby. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'm on his side too. I believe him. Oh. Listen to this one. Used to babysit a little boy who said he died when the planes hit the big towers. This was around 2004. He said he missed his kids.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Another one. My brother Matthew used to speak fluent Greek when he was a little boy. We are Irish.
What?
Yeah. Another person. My son told us at 3 he sat on God's lap and flipped through the book of life and chose us as his parents.
So that's not the first time someone actually told me that babies choose their parents. Like that is.
Can I tell you something? Here's how I know this is bullshit. I would have never chose those 2 fucking animals that raised me. Never in a million years.
I don't know, man.
There's just no way.
Who would choose this guy right here?
Yeah, also I have kids who chose me. I'm not.
I was just going to say, I thought you were going to first say about kids, but okay.
I didn't even think of that. I was just more thinking about myself, which is more proof that the kids thing is real.
Bottom of the barrel. They were like, we got this guy left over. All right, fine.
Okay, last one. This is the one that freaked me out the most. My daughter is 6 and she hums songs and whistles tunes that my deceased mother and grandmother hummed and whistled.
Yep.
How the fuck would a little girl know like songs that they've never like played for them?
That freaks me out, man.
That's weird.
There's a movie. I think did you ever see the movie Insidious?
Yes.
No.
Okay. There's one scene.
I love that movie.
Can't you ever agree with me, Janine, for Christ's sake?
One scene in the beginning of the movie that you go through any horror movie and they don't freak me out as much as this one scene in this one movie did. And it's not like one of those jump scares, something jumps out at you and it's a big loud musical note or whatever. All that's happening is the woman is carrying a laundry basket from one end of the house to the other end of the house. The camera follows her one shot. And as she walks She walks into a room and walks out of the room. Camera follows her, and in the background, they don't even focus on it. You just see a little kid, and he's like facing the wall. You just see the back of him.
I'm scared down here by
And they
myself.
don't-
Thanks, Frank.
And he's just there, and they don't even, and they just go by. There's no musical, like, anything like that. It's just, they just walk by. And I went, oh, I'm sitting there, I'm watching it with my wife, and she didn't even see it at first. I had to rewind it. I was like, look, oh my God. I was like freaking out. I was like, that's the kind of, that's some scary shit. That freaked me out.
Nothing creeps me out more than kids in horror movies. That's what scared me the most.
That was
6,000-pound blobby monsters with tentacles or whatever. Nothing.
No.
A 4-year-old girl, I will fucking shit my pants.
Run.
Insidious is a good movie, though.
It's a rough one.
I'll tell you, you know what weirds me out, and this is ridiculous, but it's very true. Every time I get a chill in the fucking Sopranos.
Oh, God.
When Paulie Walnuts shows up to the strip club early and he sees Mary, the Virgin Mary, in the club, that scene weirds me out because they flash to Mary. You see, first of all, he's walking in. You see the reflection of her in the mirrors because strip club in Jersey, there's mirrors everywhere. And then they show her for a second, and she's looking, and the actress tilts her head down just a quarter of an inch. She just tilts her head down and looks at him. Fucking weirds me out. Fucking freaks me out every single time I watch it.
Movies,
I get a little chill.
There's some weird stuff. Movies, TV shows. Every now and then you hit on, like, I could watch almost any scary movie, and I'm like, it's a movie. I get it, fine. But every now and then, there's just one scene that just kind of rubs you the wrong way. You're like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared here. Okay, I'm gonna have to go soon. Definitely. Now I'm scared.
All right, we're gonna quick run through some of these other stories. They are fast stories. Brooklyn teacher who's an absolute saint. J Sabs, this was yours. You want to give a quick summation?
Oh my God, this was such a good story from Humans of New York.
Mm-hmm.
They posted it on their social media, Facebook. It was 12 parts, and then they added 2 more parts. Basically about this kid growing up. He had a hard life. In 8th grade, I believe, got into some trouble because of his friend. And he decided to join the speech and debate team in high school. And this one teacher really pushed him. And it's just about their years together. And the teacher was a woman. And towards the end of school, the teacher was, I guess, becoming a man, and was just he said that she started wearing men's suits and just cutting her hair short. And he said, this is who I am. And, I want you guys to be as true to yourselves too. It didn't really focus on the trans stuff at all too much, but I guess they just wanted to tell you about their life. And this guy is still friends with this teacher, and this teacher's trying to, I guess they're trying to raise money for the actual speech and debate team. Correct. Now, I don't know when this fund started. I believe it was it yesterday?
That it started yesterday?
It's over $1 million.
If it started yesterday, that's crazy. That's insane progress.
So wait, okay, so there was this teacher, if I'm getting this right, a teacher who was transitioning, but that wasn't the real focus of the story.
No, that was just a part of it.
He is raising money for this speech and debate team.
Correct.
Yeah, he was he now, her at the time, was pushing to hey, be true to yourself, be part of the speech and debate team, and it was helping these kids. So then it was well, let me keep this fund go. Let me start a fund to have more kids join the speech and debate. Because didn't the kid get a scholarship to an Ivy League school off his speech and debate?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then he was well, it's unfair if more kids had an opportunity to do speech and debate. There's more of a chance of kids in poverty getting up and changing their lives, going to an Ivy League school, getting a degree, and being able to better themselves. Yeah. So he started a fund and then started paying it nobody would support it. So he started doing it himself.
Yep.
And he was like $6,000 in debt or something. He was like losing everything, the guy, just to fucking keep these kids in this speech and debate program.
Wow.
And then one of the kids, I think, made it. It wasn't one of the kids that was a success story. He was the one who started the fund or some shit like that. Wasn't that it?
Yes, I guess it was the main guy who actually he does TED Talks now too. I mean, I felt bad for him because obviously he grew up in a bad household. Both his parents are drug addicts. So he spoke about his life in the debates. And there was one instance where he didn't win. He came in second because he spoke too much. They said that he related too much to his personal life. And this teacher got so mad. And he was very happy that the teacher stuck up for him. Like, finally someone's sticking up for me. It's just you have to read the whole story. Yeah, you have to, because it's really good.
You gotta love that when a teacher is just that cares that much,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way. That's
Who groomed Jason? Grooming. Someone's grooming me.
I don't know. Ariana Grande's Seinfeldian wedding outfit. I'll put this in the chat too. She wore a bra to her brother's wedding.
Oh.
Way to not, take the attention away from your brother and the big day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not only are you Ariana Grande, but you're just wearing a bra as a top.
Sue Ellen Mishke.
She Mishked it.
She Mishked it up. Yeah.
That's something.
Mm-hmm.
So just a bra on top.
Just a bra on top. That was it.
I mean, I guess I'm hoping everybody was okay with it. I'm sure the brother.
Like, nobody really had a choice, I guess.
Yeah, I mean.
Did you know that Ariana Grande was the heir to the O. Henry Candy Bar fortune?
Little Miss Candy Bar paid you a visit, huh? Love that show. Sorry.
You slept with Pinter? His name was Peter.
I'm not telling you any more stuff, any more things. But you already told me everything. Whoops.
That's one of the best Seinfeld episodes ever.
The backwards one was great.
The backwards one. Never done on television before. And nobody really talks about how innovative that was.
That's so amazing. That was such a good show.
The best show. Britney Spears and her nudie pics. She put out more nudie pics.
Yeah, she's letting it all hang out on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, she's standing there naked, but there's like emojis over the naughty bits.
I'm worried for her. I don't know. I mean, I know we were all happy the day that she got off her conservatorship. I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
But she puts weird stuff up. And
what's weird?
This one's weird. This is the second time she's done this in as many days, posting these exact things. And the the caption for the second one is "I love you all so much." The caption for the first one was, that she shot with a selfie stick or something. I don't know, but she didn't have a selfie stick. And then she also had a thing in there where it was like, "This was before I had the baby in me," and blah blah blah. And actually, I'm sorry, there was 3. Okay. There was 3 of these exact same photos.
Okay.
And the first caption was "photo dump of the last time I was in Mexico before there was a baby inside me. Why do I look 10 years younger on vacation?"
All right, so that was before she had her. I don't know how many kids she has. She's talking about this was a picture shot before she gave birth to one of her kids.
No, but like before now, like she,
this is a recent.
Is it recent? Okay. There's that one. Yeah. Well, the shots from a couple, I guess, months ago or whatever. There's that one, same heart, and then this one from, I don't know if this is from today or yesterday, from 2 days ago, same thing, the heart. But then she puts like 40 of them, like with different It's so bizarre.
It's bizarre when she does it, but Madonna could put out NFTs of a tree growing out of everywhere, and
I wasn't okay with that either. But my point is it's not like she can't do it. You worry.
Now you're worried. So you think it's either conservatorship or no conservatorship.
It's got to be a middle ground, Frank.
No middle ground.
Final story. Judge nixes a January 6th plea deal. Have you ever heard of the internet personality named Baked Alaska?
Never heard of this person before this story. No.
What a great name. Baked Alaska.
Delicious dessert, though.
Baked Alaska. What is Baked Alaska?
It's like a flambe kind of dessert. There's like brandy in it and
That's
cherry.
not what's the banana
cherry
one?
jubilee. Baked Alaska, I think, is like a frozen. Let me see if I can get a picture of it.
You don't know what the fuck it is. You started this sentence like you knew.
I know what it is.
You were talking
I've
about.
Seen it.
You have no idea.
Shut up. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I could be wrong then. Oh no, it's Baked Alaska. Yeah, it's got a.
What's in it?
Okay, it's got, let's see, pistachio, chocolate. It looks like a cake, and it has like a what's it called? Like a meringue surrounding it, meringue, and then you light it on fire, and it's got ice cream in the middle.
It's got ice cream in it.
Sometimes it has ice cream. I'm looking at different shots. Sometimes it has ice cream. Sometimes it has cake. All different flavors.
Thank you, Gary. I was thinking of Bananas Foster. Go ahead.
It looks like it has all different kinds of ingredients. You can make it in many different ways, but you cover it with, I guess, a liquor. Then you light it on fire, and it bakes all the alcohol off, and there's your Baked Alaska. And I can show you pictures, but I don't.
See if we have any Bananas Foster here. I'd love some right now. Fucking dying. The last time I had Bananas Foster, like next to never.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Who's had more Bananas Foster in the last year, me or Andy Dick?
Ooh, you're eating it through a glory hole?
I don't know.
So you throw a Bananas Foster through a glory hole, you sign up Andy Dick. You give him a call.
If I had my own restaurant, I would serve Bananas Foster, but I would call it Bananas Jodie Foster. See, it's a little celebrity tie-in.
Where's my cricket noise? Bananas Jodie Foster.
That'd be great. Who wouldn't order Bananas Jodie Foster?
I would order it.
I'm not a vegetarian, but there's a restaurant that I go to that has a taco called it's a mushroom taco called the Amy Shroomer.
See, I think there should be more puns out there.
Yeah, we need more puns on menus for sure.
I find puns to be very amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Baked Alaska, it's a big dessert you light on fire.
Can I tell you something? You've been reading for this definition for the last 5 minutes. I still don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what's in it.
I told you what it is. It could be cake, or it could be ice cream. It's surrounded by a meringue type, like whipped meringue. And then you pour some type of alcohol. I can't find what ingredient it is. And then you light it on fire.
Are you on like Wikipedia? This is probably on Wikipedia.
Let me see.
I cannot. Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Baked Alaska, also known as Bombay, Alaska.
Okay.
Is a dessert consisting of ice cream and cake topped with browned meringue.
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 Yeah, it's topped with a dance. You dance on top of the ice cream, and there's your Baked Alaska.
I did it again. Meringue.
Dingus.
What an asshole. I had a perfect chance to abuse you for the next 10 minutes, and I blew it.
I must have said meringue at least a dozen times.
I know.
In the last 5 minutes.
Well, first of all, meringue should not be spelled G-U-E. It should not end in G-U-E. That's bullshit.
Well, when you come up with a dessert, you can name it and spell it however you want.
Meringue. R-A-N-G. End of sentence. Who's fucking creating the... people
French?
act like, oh, you can't spell. But whoever came up with spelling is a fucking asshole. Knife? Fuck you. Anyway.
I'll give you a knife.
Anyway, so this Baked Alaska asshole, he live streamed himself on January 6th storming the Capitol.
Yeah.
Fucking live streamed it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess because there were so many of these assholes, they just wanted to give him a deal to plead guilty and you'll get a lesser sentence. So we'll fucking move on with life. No surprise. It's become traffic court, basically, for all this shit. There's so many people doing it. The judge today asked Baked Alaska, whose real name is, it doesn't matter. Joseph Anthime, Anthime. The fuck kind of a name is that?
I don't know that one.
the name that'll make you call yourself Baked Alaska on the internet. That's what it is.
It's easier change. Good job.
Anyway,
Baked Alaska.
the judge asked Baked Alaska whether or not he was pleading guilty because he was in fact guilty. And this asshole said, I wanted to go to trial, but the prosecutors said if I went to trial, they would put a felony on me. So I think it's probably the better route. I believe I'm innocent, but they're saying if I go to trial, they're going to hit me with a felony. So the judge said, all right, then no deal. You're going to trial. If you don't believe that you're guilty, you can't plead guilty and be like, oh, I didn't mean it, though. I mean, you can to your friends, but don't say it to the fucking judge, you half an asshole.
Yeah, that's... I'm pleading guilty, but I'm not really guilty. It's like, well, then you don't think you're guilty, you dick. Now,
well, yeah.
How do you? First of all, you filmed the whole thing. You did it.
Yeah.
How are you not guilty?
I don't know, but they're basically like, listen, you're going to get a fair trial. So if you think you're innocent, you're innocent. So they adjourned. The prosecutors are saying that they're going to leave the deal open for 60 days, even though the judge was like, if you want to go to trial, go to trial. So they adjourned. They were like, they're going to leave it open for 60 days. But the judge was kind of like, you'll get a fair trial. So if you think you're really innocent, it's like, asshole, you're getting the easy way out. Just take it.
Not anymore.
Just take it. Don't. Because what are you going to do? You're going to stand there and fight and be like, it wasn't an insurrection. It wasn't that. You're going to lose that. You're going to lose that.
That's a losing battle. You lose that. You're there. You filmed yourself there. And I don't know if I didn't watch his video, but apparently, is he in the building? Is he
Yeah, he's there. Oh, he's there.
So yeah, that's pretty open and shut.
The argument of it's the people's house and all this other shit. I don't think that shit's going to fucking fly in a court,
No, the White House is a people, technically the president works for the people, but you can't walk into his office, that's not how it works.
No, not anymore. It used to be able to back in the good old days.
I don't know if that's true.
No, that's true. You didn't know that? Like,
before there was Secret Service, maybe you could probably, I'm sure there was someone there to stop you, but it might not have been an official. Can you just walk into the president's office?
Before, I forget which president it ended with, but basically, up until I don't even know. I know definitely for sure Lincoln. I want to say a few past Lincoln. That was basically the president's job. Is he would meet with people all day long.
Oh yeah, you could meet with people, but you have to have an appointment.
No appointment.
You just walk in.
They would go. They would wait on the line. They could wait inside the White House, especially cold months and everything. They'd bring everybody in. They'd be just fucking standing in the hallway to go and ask the president, whatever, if they had issues or whatever. He would basically mediate, people's arguments and issues and whatever. That's what the president did. You could walk right in and just talk to the fucking president.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's when the country was 15 states.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it happened a lot, in the early days, people would just walk in and talk to the president.
Yep. Ain't like that no more.
Nope. No more. All right. That's it for us. You got anything else there, Frankie C?
No, I'm good. Had a good time. I'm glad. Thanks for all the welcome backs at the beginning. Glad to be back. And had a good time. Had fun.
Did you?
No.
All right, don't forget it sounded nice to say, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
You got to become a member, people, because we got more videos coming up. Stuff that you can't get on this regular channel. Stuff that just for the members. So you got to join.
For instance, there's the next video we're going to put out on the members only area is going to be a dancing instructional video of the new dance I created called the meringue. So it's going to be
merengue.
No, this dance.
Oh, this is the meringue.
Okay. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Right.
Very exciting. So if you want to learn how to do the meringue dance, join the members only area, and we'll have the instructional video up there shortly. So look out for that.
Sounds good to me.
Store, Jumpstart,
comments,
membership links.
Comment in the chat below in the comment section. We like talking to you guys.
Of course, all that good stuff. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching and or listening. Don't forget to check out anthonyonair.com for all the links to our membership page and store and everything else. And we'll see you guys next time.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now.
Go ahead.